WGM.
First game's always a bit tricky, and we're going to go with a standard Dutch. Let's see if we can have a good Title Tuesday. Now, if you've watched my Title Tuesdays before, you'll be well aware of the plan. The plan is to checkmate on this square, and it's amazing how many times I'm able to do this. Queen coming to h5, f4, bishop h3, knight g4. We sack on that knight and we go queen takes here, checkmate. So my opponent now probably going to play with a e4, which is a very sensible way to play. I'm not cheating, I'm just retweeting on Twitter that it is Title Tuesday. If I'm cheating, I'm doing a very bad job of it. One thing I've never been well accused of is cheating. I think if you watch any of my games, it's pretty clear I don't cheat. Now, okay, so here I'm actually thinking about, okay, I'm gonna play this. This is a standard idea in these positions to start an attack. Now, I'd rather my queen was over on h5 here, but my opponent was threatening to take there and go g4. So this way is an interesting way to play. And if bishop takes here, I might even have knight takes e4. And the point of this move is my rook can try to take this one. And I've weakened my opponent's king a little bit by getting rid of the g3 square. People are asking for the English opening today, so okay, I think this is okay. Let's go for it. So I better play the English for you guys later on, right? We can certainly. I feel like I'm going to play a couple of different openings today. Maybe the birds. Perno wants the birds. So I think we're going to try the English, the birds. We're going to try a combination of things. Hello to Kokerev. And again, my pronunciation is terrible. I apologise, but nothing, no ill manner meant. Now, I'd love to get my queen over here, but I'm a little bit worried that my opponent will get this in. So can I just put my queen on f7? The other way is just to play a bit more positionally with this kind of move. But I think I want to get my queen towards the king side here. I might even have queen here. So for example, can I play rook e1, queen here? Okay, my opponent hasn't done this. And now I think it's natural to gain a tempo and swap this one off. And my queen will certainly come to g6. And I'm going to go for a kingside attack. The immediate threat is now bishop takes h3. And what else can we try to do here? So my opponent defending well at this moment in time. Now, this looks like an interesting idea. The other idea is just to play c6 and try to get my lot. Okay, I'm going to go here because I want to try to get these two guys in the game. And this one, now I can move this without losing that pawn. So it's just a useful move, this one. I can try to improve. Oh, what happened there? By playing this piece into the game. If rook here, I got bishop h4. Bishop h4 is always on my agenda. I might even have queen h6 attacking this one. That was a good move, wasn't it? Queen h6, trying to just take that one. My opponent's kingside looks very weakened here. Very, very weakened in this position. I'll try to catch up on comments. Charlie's in the chat as we speak. Charlie is better at the moment from drinking the river. Thank you very much for asking. Okay, so now let's just go c5. Still thinking about this move. I wanna, I believe, keep this bishop trapped behind that dead point. And now I'm going to go for queen h6. This looked like a move I may have missed a couple of ideas ago. Just trying to get rid of the last pawn around my opponent's king. And now bishop here was my intention, but is she gonna play this move? Quite possibly. And then I can move my bishop again. I'm going to play quite an interesting idea. I think having a pawn on f4 might not help her, because the reason is it makes her bishop quite bad. So I probably should have put my piece on a bit more active square so it could come in here, but yeah, this was a bit of a silly square to put my bishop, I have to admit. Okay, let's change plans and try to come this way with the bishop now. And the other idea is maybe I should just play b6, move this bishop, get my rook in the game. I have a better pawn structure. My opponent's bishops are bad. They're both blocked in, and that is not the best move in the world from my opponent. I can grab that one. Oh yeah. Okay. Solid start there. So yeah, so I thought, I mean, with all this new, like, that we've just put our clocks back in England. Why the hell do we move our clocks around in England? Why do we do it? I don't know why we do it. We put the clocks back, we put them forwards. It confuses me. So I thought Title Tuesday was going to start in an hour, but it is starting now. So as you can probably tell because you're watching it already. Good stuff. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best move, but I think my opponent was in a tricky situation. A nice 21 move win with the Dutch. I would like to tell you guys that for the next 24 hours, all my chessball courses are on 50% off. So if you fancy getting one of my chessball courses, I've done 5 courses. The Dutch is there. If you want to learn more about this opening, it's a good time to go and get yourself one of those courses. You know, or 50% off is the biggest discount you'll get. So if you want to do a little Halloween treat, then go and have a little look. Okay, let's see who else is in the chat. So hello everyone who's joined me today. So what opening shall I play with white? I will play the English in the first game. I've just brought out a course on the English. I felt like the Queen there. Oh yes, yeah. Hello everyone. Hello, I am the Queen with a beard. Really weird Queen. And hello, beam me up, Scotty. I'm not starting at the top of the list. Perno, I said hello. Hope you're all right, mate. Piero Gillett, hello. Tom Tazu. You want to see a mellow birds, like a chilled out birds, a bit of relaxing birds action. We might be able to do that for you, son. So hello, always double check. My opponent didn't actually double check that last move. She was in trouble anyway, but she didn't double check it. Hello, Calax. Oh God, why can't I say things properly? Just Hard Nights. Hello to you, sir. Mr. Summon. Hello. Declan, you're right. Fire breathing dragon. Thank you for the nice comments there. Hope it goes well today. Let's win it. Let's win the tournament today. Let's just win it. Let's just win Title Tuesday. I want to hear you say, who is Nakamura? He is weak. He is... No, you can't even say that, can you? Maybe he's playing in the American Championship. So there's a, you know, we don't care for him anyway. We don't care for him. Thank you for the comments about the English course on Chessable. I thought it was a very good course. It'd be a great way to learn the English. Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Make sure you watch it. I got in a lot of trouble talking about it the other day. It's one of the best chess things I've seen. That's Dark Knight and Ivory Tower by Chili Gonzalez. I'm still scrolling down. Lu Manchu, do you know why Danny hasn't been on many chess.com broadcasts? Do you mean Danny Wrench? I don't know, but he was on chess.com yesterday, wasn't he? I think he's got like 400 kids, hasn't he, Danny Wrench? And occasionally, I imagine he's got to do a bit of kid care, you know, as well as working. Hello, Jen's Chess, Xander Diesel. You're on 70%, Jen's Chess, with the Dutch. Well, look, the Dutch is a bloody good opening, as we've just shown here. It can be very powerful. What's the link for the courses? If you just search Chessable, I haven't had time to prepare the links to my foolhardy nature, I'm afraid, but you can just go on Chessable and have a look around. You search my name, you can Google it. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. So Hikaru's not playing. Jimmy Billy, hello. Mr. Bombastic, hello. Just catching up with the chat. A lot of you are getting very active in the chat today. Please, Bunts. is saying, proud owner of the Killer Dutch. I'm glad that. You can get another one of my courses cheap now if you want to. What happened to you and Danny not playing? People are asking a lot about Danny. Danny who? There's a lot of Dannys in the world. Fedez, GingerGM is a legend. Well, very kind. I'm not sure about that, but very kind. Put away the Psycho Cowboy and let's play some sensible moves. I'm kind of feeling the last time I brought out the Psycho Cowboy, I was it didn't go well, did it? It didn't go well. The Psycho Cowboy is like a roller coaster of chess emotions. You know, one day you can knock them out with a gun. Oh, okay, I'm playing. Who are we playing? We've got black again. Am I gonna have black every game? I'm playing the Infernal. We don't okay, who is this? Pavel, a very strong Russian Grandmaster, but we're going to do the Dutch. We're going to Dutch him up, okay? We're going to get the classical Dutch in and do some damage. Let's do some Dutch damage. Okay, if I win this, I've got 2 out of 2 with Dutch. This is a mainline position. Now, knight h3, I'm very happy to see. I don't think this is a very good line because when I get e5 in, the knight is stranded on this square. And I can even play e5 now. I don't fear the queen exchange. I mean, this move is, I've faced this before with the idea of the knight coming to g2 into this square. Now, if he goes there and comes in, do I worry about that? I'm not going to worry this on this occasion. I'm going to try to fight against that with my knight covering it. Now, he can play for the knight coming in, but I've seen he might also lose this pawn on e6. If I wanted to play super safe, I could play h6 there, but I believe this should be an equal position already. Doesn't mean I'm going to win or draw, but I'm quite happy with the way this is going. This is the problem with white putting the knight on h3, which is actually quite a trendy line, but it doesn't always work. Okay, so he's trying to embarrass my knight. Now, can I bring the knight in there? There. Knight takes knight. Okay. I'm going to go for this one. Otherwise, why did I put my knight on a6? This is the only logical way to play. Otherwise, I don't like playing a move and not following it up. And now if I go here, his knight will come in. But then I've got bishop f5. Okay, I'm going to stop his knight. I'm trying to play against this piece. So I'd love to go forwards here. Can we go forwards like an absolute Looney Tune? Oh, I don't know. I don't. If I have to come back, he's gonna. Okay, I have to come back. It's not the end of the world because now we have, I think, a fairly even position. His bishop is not looking good. His knight's not looking good. So while I have this nice central position, I'm going to try to open up the middle of the board. And somehow I like my position. I like my position. Now, is my queen going to be well situated on this square? I think in this case, this is the right way to go. Because I'm not coming around the normal way now. So my opponent's stepping out of the way of that. And I'm just going to take on e4. Let's keep it, again, simple is good. And now something like a5. Try to undermine him on both areas of the board. And he's got this move. But does that work? Because I can just take it. Takes, check, here. Pawn takes here. Is that his idea? He played that very quick, but has he calculated that? Takes, check, queen takes. Okay, and then takes here is looking good. So bishop e6. Let's not fall for any of his tricks. Got to watch my clock. Okay, now he's forced me back. That's a little bit annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna not trying to analyze every move because I realize I'm not playing a long play game, and trying to comment on every move is probably not the wisest thing to do when it's a blitz game, Simon, you idiot. Okay, now I could even go for the queen exchange here. His pawns are looking very nibbly. Now what moves is he playing next? Bishop h3. Okay, I'm going to go in. Keep it simple. Simple is good. I have quite a nice pawn structure. These pawns to me look quite weak, and I'm also immediately threatening his bishop. So okay, let's keep hitting the bishop. And I've got got to watch my clock. This is one of my biggest problems, obviously, when I play. Is there any tactics here involving this knight? I can't see any tactics. Knight here. Oh, takes. Oh, this is. Why am I thinking? Knight here takes. What am I doing? Move. Jesus. Why do you think so much? Crazy, man. Okay. Right. It's a good position, but I'm lagging on the clock. So I'm going to try to keep the pressure up. Oh, my bishop maybe should have gone there. Let's keep the pressure up. He's very quick, but I've got a good position. I think we get 1 second to move, which is useful. This is the only move I fear, but then I have bishop b3. I like my bishop on this square, dominating the board. So I'm just going to put it on this nice centralized square. My bishop is great. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Did I say that enough? Lovely, 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 lovely. This one's obviously my next choice. Okay, he's trying to complicate matters. We don't want that to happen. I like my bishop. And he is now... He's found a way to at least exchange that one off, but pawn structure is still quite nice for me. Maybe I had a better move there, but I'm not the quickest of calculators. So if he pushes this, I have bishop b3. Fuck, he has that move. Does this work? No. Let's get the king in. Ah, I'm too slow, man. Too damn slow. Ah. Doing. I'm worried about this. He's played it. Why am I so slow today? I should have gone d3. Just trying to gain a little bit of time. I'm not necessarily playing for a draw. I want to make that clear. Just trying to gain a bit of time on the clock. Ah, bollocks. Ah, what have I done, man? What have I done? This is time. I'm so bad when I get short of time. So frustrating, some of the way I play. Really is. I get rather annoyed with myself, as you may have gathered, and that's another absolute shit move. Such a nice position there, and I have thrown it away. Oh dear, too much talking. Too much talking. That's what I blame it on. I blame it on you guys, when of course it's not your fault whatsoever. Okay, we'll resign. Disappointing. Should have been in the bag there. That was very disappointing. Okay, we're going to put down the computer because I had a lovely position, and I just let it slip right at the end. That was really not good. Okay, well, we have to bounce back. These things do happen. He was obviously a strong player, but it's annoying when you have such a good position. If you look at the accuracy levels, I think we both played okay, but I just played a couple of terrible moves at some point. Look at that, 97%. Yeah, of course it's your fault. I can't blame it on me, can I? No, it's obviously my fault. And I just got a little bit short time, but look how much I'm winning. I mean, I know I'm plus 10 around here, and it always looks, I feel, very good for me, right? I mean, this position, completely winning, but I just did not have enough time to find the right moves. That is a missed win already. I could have played. Okay, we're not going to have time to analyze that one, I'm afraid, because we're in with the next game. But clearly I missed some great opportunities there. Okay, but it's not the end of the world. We're just going to bounce back. Let's put that behind us. I missed more than, yeah. Hello, Jess. Thank you for pointing that out, Jess. I missed at least 2 wins, I'm sure, but it's okay. We're gonna get to 4 out of 5. What we're going for, we're going for 8 out of 10 this time. So I'm going to try out the English that you guys wanted to play. This is the first white, and we're going to go for the Botvinnik setup. Here we are. And do you guys know the plan from the DVD here? The plan is to get the pawn to f5. So I'm going to go straight in with the plan, and I'm going to get my pawn to this square, as I talked about many times in the chessball course on the English. And what I've said is, if you get your pawn to this square, you are laughing. But I've just actually allowed pawn takes pawn here, which is not the end of the world because I've got bishop g5, but I would rather have not allowed that possibility. Okay, so we're just going to take this one off the board. Now the knight coming to e2 is normally a really bad square for the knight, but where else can it move to? Do I go this way for a change? Let's bring it around here, a bit more aggressive. And I think having a pawn here just always gives white a nice advantage. So I do now need to win a couple of games to get up to that 4 points. Okay, so the one thing I thought he might play is g5, and I'm going to play my favorite move just so he can't play this. And my idea, and again, you know, if you've got the English course on Chessable, you will know that I've talked about this idea of just trying to squeeze him over on that area of the board. So I'm just going to go for it, I think. Now I'm just going to try to get this g5 move in, and then I'm going to try to go f6, make his bishop the worst piece you've ever seen in the life of pieces, which is pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad piece. Okay, so he's come back. It's probably a good move, and now I have to defend this one. One thing I do find is sometimes when I lose a game, it takes me a bit longer to adjust than it should do. So I found this in tournaments. I've got to improve my bounce back ability, I've said before. Okay, I'm just going to get my last piece out in the game now. I'm hoping if he ever takes here, I just take with my knight, and it's all going okay. Thank you to anyone, by the way, who's subscribed, who's put any emotes on the case. It's very generous of you. So now he wants to take and maybe play this one in the center. So takes, knight takes, pawn here. And then he's quite weak. Okay, I'm going to move my queen to an aggressive square, and my knight might be able to now come into e5 if he tries to move this d pawn. I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get some activity with something like d5. So I can now take here. The other idea is just to play it simple, but if you don't see a reason why not to take something, take it, I say. But is this actually a big mistake because of queen here, bishop here, g5? Have I just blundered? Have I just blundered, potentially? Queen here. If he plays queen c7, maybe he's watching the show. I just realised that I can always play f6, and I can sacrifice on f6. So I think it's okay, because I've got rook c, rook to this square. He could maybe therefore improve a queen d6 here. Queen d6 might be. And then bishop here, g5. Interesting idea. Pawn takes, And I'm a little bit overloaded there. Knight takes here, pawn takes here. And what is that position like? That's a crazy position, right? So maybe queen d6 is quite worrying. I can always play this f6 move. And I can always sacrifice here. But I think I should have maybe kept this under a little bit of better control. Maybe just put my knight to this square and get rid of this bishop on c6. Okay, well, I'm a lot happier to see this. Obviously, he can come in over here. But it feels like his dart squares are going to be very weak. And he shouldn't be able to attack me just with a queen. My famous last words. Queen is not normally enough to attack. And his only chance is to try to get the knight in. But of course, I can always eliminate that one worst case. So what do we do here? Do I just come back, or is there something a little bit more dynamic? I think coming back is sensible, right? Taking here is also interesting. Take, and then can I play here? Then he takes here, and then bishop take. This is getting very tactical. Okay, let's try it. Ooh, okay, let's just do it. This is very risky because I was in control of the position, but my main idea is to put the bishop on this square, and if he takes here, I want to use my other bishop. Move every bishop. Okay, so now I'm going to take here, and I'm threatening another checkmate now on g7. So this is the point. Okay, so now he's guarded it like this, but my back rank is safe, right? He has no checks. We can just take that knight off the board. And now this should be a very nice finish. Oh yeah, we like that finish. Oh, we just slide it in there. God, I get so many good results with the English. I get so many good results with the English opening. And it's on half price now. If you go to the Chessball store, all the things on half price. That was a little bit of a comeback. So I'm going to get that last loss out of my brain. We're still on 2 out of 3. We're going to go for 4 out of 5. If we get to 4 out of 5, we're still on course to 8 out of 10. I think we need to get 8.5 to qualify for the knockout stages. One day it'd be nice to qualify. Bounce back ability. Is that a word? Bounce back ability. Well, it is now, I suppose. Okay, so let me just readjust this so you can see. I know it's gone. It's painted black. The Rolling Stones would be proud at this moment in time. So these are the kind of players playing at the moment, and there's 526 players in the tournament now. And the way it works is the top 8 players go through to the knockout stage. So it's 10 rounds. Oh, it's 11 rounds. It's gone up a round. When did that happen? When did it go up a round? What did I miss? It's actually 11 rounds now. So, okay, so out of it, I guess 9 out of 11 is like the qualifying score. Is that right? 9 points out of 11, maybe, to qualify for the next stage. I don't know. I don't know. So let's catch up with the chat now. It's quite hard to look at the chat while I'm playing, if you're wondering why I'm not engaging. So what should we play next with white? I did say I'm going to play the birds as well. So we might have to give the birds a little roll. A roll, 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 we gotta feel my soul. Alright. Okay, so just catching up with you guys in the chat. What did I miss? Vegas Slim, hi. Would I be open to a gambit, says Soul Eater? Well, have you seen any of my games? It's not like me to gambit, is it? I'm always up for a gambit as long as it's a good gambit. Jen's Chess just says boom. Boom! That was a little boom at the end there, wasn't it? We're going to go for the birds. Okay, Perno is asking for the birds. So, Perno, if you want a birds, we're going to go for a birds. The Psycho Cowboy is not coming out quite yet. I'm going to qualify today. It's 11 rounds. I want to get into the top 8. We're going for qualification. I mean business today. I mean serious business. So I'm going to play good. I'm going to play strong. And I'm going to qualify. Okay. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Spiritualite, thank you for the cheer. Very kind. Truck Yo says, okay, I'm glad my streams help. It's always nice to hear. I'm glad the English opening is going well for you, mate. Have I watched the Queen's Gambit? I have. I was talking about it earlier. It's fantastic, I think. Really, really good. And the lead actress, she's pretty good as well. No, I mean, she's amazing. She's an amazing actor. And it's just brilliant. Everything to do with it, brilliant. Oh, it's no qualifications, says Fred. Okay, I didn't realise that. So there's no qualifications anymore. Thank you for updating. It's literally just 11 rounds. Well, I still want to get in the top 8. Let's still see if we can have a top 10 finish. Top 10. I've never finished in the top 10 before, but that's what we're going for today. We're going to go for it. Second game is a little bit annoying, but I'm going to actually maybe not try commentating as much when I'm playing in future. Sherwood Forest. I agree with you, Sherwood Forest. Sherwood Forest says, I really loved the Queen's Gambit, but the way the actors start staring at each other over the board after every move, that is a little bit odd, isn't it? They play a move and they're like, you know, imagine if someone did that when you're playing in a tournament. There is actually one, oh God, that hurt my eyes. There is one English player, I won't mention any names, but there's one English player. Am I playing Adiban? I think I'm playing the bloody Addy monster. Okay, why did I play C4? I'm not even thinking. Oh, is it my move yet? Can I take that move back? I can. We're going to go birds. Did you see that? I took a move back. I'm a magician. King's Gambit against Adiban. Come on, have it. Okay, Fireheart is the legendary Adiban, the smiley Grandmaster, a really nice Grandmaster from India. He's a real gentleman and a very likeable chap. So, should I be playing the King's Gambit against him? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to try to remember my theory. And this knight c4, I had this before in a Title Tuesday and I got a crap position, didn't I? But we'll try it again. Did I analyse the last time I had this? Boo, I should have gone into the froms. I don't like getting attacked. Adiban is a master of attack. I don't like it when people attack me. I want to be the attacker, so I like turning the birds into a bit of a King's Gambit. So we're going to do that, and that's what we're doing. Okay, so this actually, I've had this before, and there's a very interesting line now. Now this might look crazy, but the problem with the King's Gambit at top level, it's maybe not that sound. I'm going to say that, but it's a lot of fun. And when I was analysing the King's Gambit with my friend who's called Komodo 10, Komodo 10 recommended this little line that I'm playing here as White's best chance. And when you're playing someone like Adiban, who is one of the best players from India, he represented India in the Olympiad, you have to play sound moves. Hello Aldo, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing all right. So this is now, okay, now do we pile? Okay, I need to do a little bit of thinking here. Has he castled yet? Am I going mad? Has he castled? Do we go in like this? And then he castles, right? Or do we just take? I think I'm just... Do we go in, castles then? Okay, I go in, he castles. Then what do we play there? Rook takes check. Quite a key position. I'm trying to make this work, but then castles. Should I just take it off? I don't know. Okay, I mean, that was something to look at later on, that position, to be honest. And is this the way? Is this the right way to go? I'm not so convinced it was, actually. Now I look at it, I need to get my 2 pieces in the game here. Yeah, this was a bit stupid of me. Why did I play like this? I had such other options. Now this one takes. Okay. Just trying to work out where my pieces need to go. I I don't think I played the best way there. Okay. It's maybe okay for me, but it's not inspiring, is it? So he's going to go rook here and we get an ending. So my pawn structure is a little bit worse. So I definitely should have gone knight g5. One thing I find when you're playing stronger players, you overthink things and you play moves that you wouldn't normally play. I mean, if I was just any other day, I would have just played knight g5 there rather than going for this position. And I think overthinking things is often a big mistake. It was Magnus Carlsen who basically said the more you think, the more you actually make mistakes generally. So we don't want him playing this move. This move would be annoying. So I want to at least try to control this advance over here. Okay, now the one good thing about having a pawn here, it does give my king a little bit of extra safety. Now if I come in, he comes in, so I think I should keep it controlled with this. I mean, this is not so bad at all. I maybe just even position, right? Could try. My endings actually are pretty good, but I very rarely get into them. My king is quite nicely placed. I can maybe try to target this pawn on f4, and that's exactly what I feel I would do here. What's he doing over there? I don't know what he's doing over there, so I'm just going to put my rook on a position where I might be able to eventually get through to this one. Aha! He's still trying to checkmate me with this idea. I'm not seeing his ideas, right? That was just stupid of me. Very stupid. Takes, check, king here. Oh, that was very silly. Not looking at your opponent's ideas. Check here. Here. Looks a bit funny, right? Silly me. Silly me. Okay. Oh, he's going to take this pawn. Oh, Simon. Not thinking. Not thinking. Well, yeah, I'm certainly worse now, right? Because he's grabbed this one, and I've allowed that knight in with. This was a crafty idea that he played, and actually, I could just be in serious trouble now. Desperately try to defend now. But my pieces are horribly positioned. Yeah, he just takes everything off, I think, and yeah, it was really badly played. Not very well played. Okay, we resign that one. Disappointing, Simon. You missed out. I mean, I thought, why did he play b5? And then this very clever g5 idea came up. So if I just play h5 here, this must be the way to play, right? And then he doesn't have this idea. One thing I did say is I've got to stop g5, g4, and I totally allowed him to play g5, g4. So it was that was a bit rubbish again by me. So we're only on 50%, and we've let ourselves down with two decent positions. Again, our accuracy levels are pretty high, but if we look at if it was just that one stupid move I played there, and that's all you need to do against someone so strong. So if we go over the game, I think I know what I should have done to start with. In this position, bishop e6. Why didn't I play knight g5? This move is good, but knight g5 is best. And the line I was looking at was here, and now something along the lines like this, where at least I have the two bishops, right? Just take here. My king can come to f3. This is certainly a better ending for me. So the way the game went, it was still okay. I'm not worse. And h4 is good, but maybe king. This was definitely the most trying. Now this is okay, this is all right. And here, yeah, he's just going for this tactic of g5. So I didn't. Okay, the next game hasn't started. So I should probably just play h5 here. But I didn't really pay attention to what he was doing, and I played this one. I mean, like you say, even swapping rooks off here is just an even position, and the game goes on. So, but what about h5? h5 looks quite interesting to me, to hold his pawns down. And now it says h5 is excellent, and at least I keep the balance. But after rook f1, this was certainly now a problem, and I couldn't find a solution here. Because he's just going g4, getting rid of my knight, and then he's going knight check here, and this was the real problem. And okay, this is probably a losing move, but the computer says I should go a4, and the idea after a6, just to keep things in tow, I don't really understand, is to place. Okay, I'm worse here. So I think the couple of mistakes I made there was after this rook e1 check, bishop e6, if I just keep it simple with knight g5, I'm a little bit better in the endings, because the way I should play this, and this is for future use, is in a position like this, I can move my king. I think f3 would be my main idea. No, rook takes is better, isn't it? Let's go rook takes. Rook takes is better because my king can hide behind the rook. I think this is quite important. Whenever you lose a game, you analyze what you did wrong, and you try to make sure that you don't make the same mistake again. So it's 4 rounds over. I'm only on 50%, so we're going to need a really good run in the next games to get back into it. After that, right, again, 2 disappointing losses in positions which were pretty good, to be honest, but we just got to get the run going soon. Pardon me. This actually looks a bit better for me, right? Because if he now plays knight c6, oh no, he has to move his king. What am I talking about? Of course he has to move his king, and now king e2, right? I quite like this, but maybe he's also okay. All right, so maybe it's fairly even throughout in all seriousness, and Adiban came up with some interesting ideas at the end which I failed to notice. So I got 2 out of 2 with black. No, have I? No, I won. No, I won the English game, didn't I? I won the English game. So yeah, okay. There's a little break after round 4 just to so everyone can. We are round 4 now, aren't we? So yeah, the reason there's a break is they check for cheaters and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it is playing more natural. I think you just got to forget who you're playing and just play natural moves. And sometimes it's very important, the mindset. And I don't think my mindset is always as good as it should be in these things when you know. But we're going to try to get it in the right place now. Hello, Captain Bumratty. Hope you're doing all right. Pity there is no Bumratty this year, but I'm sure there will be another time. Aldo, no idea is better than an idea. No idea is better than a bad idea. Well, I don't know about that. I think a bad idea is better than no idea. But he had an idea anyway. I see Fishhead talking about the Queen's Gambit, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen. Great program. Make sure you'll watch it. And yeah, all good. So we just have to wait for the next round. Let's see who's at the top there. Some of the other players playing. We've got Sergei Karyakin, or Mr. Carjacking, as he's well known in his neighbourhood. Don't leave your BMW near Sergei, because he will carjack it. That's where he got his family name from, apparently. You know, they were famous carjackers throughout history, dating back 400 years, when they used to grab the horse and cart. No, I'm really joking. I really just, you know, don't think I'm serious. If anyone thinks I'm serious, you're crazy. We've also got, well, Anish. Who's he? He's pretty good as well. I don't think we can do any more draw jokes about Anish. I think the draw jokes have got a little bit too far now, haven't they? Peter Svidler, the guy with the worst name but one of the best players, Exotic Princess Jabava. The Penguin is up there, always a great player. And the list goes on and on with good players. This guy, WGM, normally does incredibly well. And let's go back and wait for the next game. So, okay, I'm going to think what openings I'm going to play now. And we've tried the English. We tried the Birds, which turned into a King's Gambit. I think, well, maybe I should have played the English after all against Adiban, the way that went. But I think probably we're going to go for... We have to go D4, E4 in the next one. I mean, I haven't played... the Jabava system we could do. I'm kind of in the mood for an E4 gambit. The cowboy might have to come out a bit early. Let's see what colour we got next, right? We'll decide after the next game, which should be starting soon. There is only more games going on. There's still a fair few games going on, so we'll have a little look. Oh no, that game's finished. Can't be many games going on, surely. We'll just do a little reload. No games going on now. So, oh no, that's not me. I'm not playing, am I? No, I'm not playing. You've got to be careful. Sometimes I've done this before. You play about, and all of a sudden the game has started, and you don't even know it started. You're like, oh, hang on a minute. So do let me know if the round has started and I'm not aware of it. That'd be pretty silly. People asking for the Smith Morra. Well, my favourite gambit against the Sicilian is actually the wing gambit. So we'll try the wing gambit. So I'll tell you what I play. If I've got the white pieces, we will go gambit style. I will go E4 and I will try and gambit against every opening that our opponent plays. So if they go C5, we're going to go wing gambit. So if my opponent is listening now, you have probably 30 seconds to prepare. The thing with Morra gambit is the Morra gambit is okay, but it's really well analysed. And I think B4 is actually a better gambit personally, and it's a lot less analysed. I think it's always fun to get positions which are a bit more away from the main road. Let's go down that little haunted track. Okay, well, against the Caracan, you know what I'm doing here. What am I going to do here? What am I going to play here? Do I need to say it? Come on. What are we going to do against this? Who knows me well? I'm waiting for you to type it. Who knows me well? Oh, just making sure the game hasn't started. We're going to do, of course, we're going to do the hillbilly. Bishop C4, right? Of course we are. What's a terrible move? Of course it's the hillbilly. And then we're going to have to go psycho cowboy style. The cowboy will have to come out if that happens. We're just going to go mental. That's my favourite one. What's terrible, Aldo? The Caracan? Now, what are we going to do if they play the French defence? I think we will go for... I'll tell you what we're going to do. If they play the French defence, I will make up a gambit on the spot. That sounds really dangerous. Has the game started? Don't tell me the game started. I can't see the game. Don't tell me that. Don't scare me. Don't scare me, Fred. Don't scare me, Fred. Oh, you're giving me the jitters. We're going to create some new theory. That's right. Oh, oh no, we're playing Ali Mortazali. Now, me and Ali have the most stupidest games of all time. I mean, dear oh dear. Okay, so, but this is quite an important one. Now, we play on Sundays. Ali runs his own tournament. Ali Mortazali is a good friend of mine. He's a very talented player, actually. A very talented player and a very good attacker. So I'm going to try to actually, against Ali, keep it quite simple. Now, he wants to play this move, right? So let's just prepare to meet it with this move. I think that must be the correct way of going. Ali Mortazali is an international master from England. He's beaten some really good players in his time, but then he gave up to become a city trader. So he traded... now, do I take here first? Or do I play E5? I'm not sure I should have done it this way, to be honest. And the difference is here that he hasn't played c4, so he's got a better position than last time, unfortunately. And he might even be able to take here. Okay, he's played it very, very safely. And I'd love to do something like this now, but does that work? He wants to come in here, or do I just come in? Okay, let's play an active move. Try to maybe take use of his queen coming to e2. Now he wants to move his knight in. This is gonna, I always try to keep it calm against Ali, but it never goes calm. The position is never, when I play this guy, we always get the most stupidest games ever. So he's trying to work out if this works. I will go queen e8, here put his knight in there, and then I'll probably go knight here and hopefully be okay. Now he's going to try to win this pawn, okay. When I can sacrifice it, now that is what a cowboy would do. Am I feeling like a cowboy? Bishop d8 is a good move. Here, takes, take. Oh, I'm attacking his rook. Okay, we'll go there. We'll go there. I didn't even see his rook was on pre there. Oh, ooh. I was thinking he'd take there, but actually I've got a little cheeky idea against his rook in that position. And he has to defend his rook. Now, I could now defend again with a good position, but I'm just going to go for it. Let's just go forwards. This is going to get very complex now. His knight is lost, but maybe if I take here, I actually just move my rook. Okay, so what do we do? Do we just take back nice and easy? I think so. His knight is lost, right? He can't. It's really weird. He can't defend his knight. His only way is to go here, here, then knight e6. But if he takes here, I should probably just grab this one. And now, do we have fireworks with this, or do we? Let's not do anything stupid. Or I say that, then I see the move, and I'm like, okay, rook takes, pawn takes. He brings his knight back out. E3. No, this has to be the correct move. I've got to watch my back rank a little bit. Knight here, he will take there. And then, do I have any checks here? Okay, I'm gonna move my rook here just to look at f2. It's weird. Somehow it's not as good this position as I had hoped. But okay, we're gonna. He's got b4. I should have got. Yeah, okay. Not as good as I had hoped. And I think I need to centralize a little bit. King, give king a square. Am I playing with bishop here maybe? He's got he's centralized very well here. So he has managed to. The problem with this move, it just feels a little bit loose, and I don't like playing moves which feel loose, but we'll go for it. I want to get my rook here, bishop here. That's not a rook, is it? Now, of course, this should be a great position for me, but I mean, I say great. Knight and bishop generally better than the rook, but because he's got this nice file here, it's not as clear as I'd hoped. So I think I should have gone, okay, well, he's lashed out, which I'm kind of happy about. Maybe I shouldn't be happy, right? Check. This is going to get tactical. Okay, I'm going to go back now to get out of the pin. And I want to bring this one into here. It's getting very messy, actually. I think this move's quite annoying. Rook b5. Okay, so now if I take, he takes that one, right? And then he takes this one. Oh God, time. I didn't see my clock. Didn't see my clock. All right. Okay, I mean, again, it's a very good position, but Ali is so tricky. Such a tricky player. Just trying to coordinate a little bit now, and he's played another tricky move. Oh, that was strange. Oh well, he messed up there at the end. So, oh dear. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, not the best of games. I'm gonna have to message him now, and and just laugh at how badly we played, as usual. So I mean, Ali's a class act, but that went okay for me, and I expect now he will withdraw in disgust. Okay, well let's whack that on the computer while we wait for the next one. It puts me on a plus score. It puts me on 3 points out of 5. So again, if we can get a little roll going to get a bit of momentum. Gloat. Frankie's saying gloat. Well, maybe it's a little bit of gloating there. No, we don't gloat. We know we're actually so bad, both of us, that, you know, gloating is, we've got nothing to gloat about. Funnily enough, all my games today have been over. My accuracy has been like a bit stupidly high, according to the computer, but I don't know if that's true or not. Let's just see. Come on, why is this not working? Oh, my computer is now freezing up. I hate it when you get. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So I think I got a decent Dutch, but maybe I was a little bit worse at the opening because he played a clever idea, and the idea that he played here, he didn't go c4, and I think that was kind of something I should bear in mind. But probably what I should do after knight c3, I should probably go for a stone wall. The reason I should go for a stone wall is one of the main problems of playing the stone wall is that this pawn becomes under attack quite quickly when there is a pawn on c4, but there's not a pawn on c4 here. Now the way the game developed, I think this is a little bit too much that Ali played. He's trying to go aggressive, but all of a sudden his knight is in serious trouble. So he took here. He has to take here. Now, if I played rook b8, maybe I should just go. Maybe I should just go rook b8, knight here, rook here. This move's rubbish. Why am I scared of this move? I got queen f7. I think rook b8 is completely winning. Why did I give my rook up? I'm so addicted to going forwards that, you know, I forget I don't have to always go forwards. And now I'm threatening to take his knight. And at the time, I just looked at this move and I thought, oh yeah, he's attacking my rook. It's not great, but I just go queen f7, and I'm completely winning because I just win that knight. You can't do anything about that knight. So that was really stupid. Now later on, okay, it says this is a mistake, but it looks all right to me. And now I should go knight d4 again. Go with your instincts. It's amazing, isn't it, when you go against your instincts, how things go wrong. And this is just like, I knew this was the right move. You played this move, but okay, I mean, the way I played it's still better for me. But is there anything later on which went wrong? This all seemed very normal. I'm just getting, okay, f4 was a little bit rash there. He could have kept the balance, actually, a rook d7. And now his king is on the receiving end of stuff. And bishop c5 would have worked, but this is where I looked at my clock and realized I had no time left, so I just played a simple move, and I think this move is good enough to win. I'm quite happy to get the queens off because my king was a little bit exposed, and now this position is very good. And of course his big error here, he had to play rook d7, but even after this move I just play the king here. Everything's defended, and these two pieces should allow me to eventually win. But he can fight in this position. This is game on, basically. Okay, right. So let's. We got another game. Wow. Okay, we're back in with another game, And what do we have? We have white. I think it might have to be the cowboy. I did say I was going to do it. Let's do it. E4 gambit. Here we go. Now, oh, I've already... Okay, can we do the king's gambit again? I think we're going to have to make the king's gambit work. Okay, now he's taking it. I'm going to go for the bishop gambit here. And this is quite a peculiar looking opening, but it's one of the most romantic openings. I do think if you haven't played the king's gambit at least once in your life, go on, you know, go and gamble, go and gamble, gamble. I mean, they say like cannabis is the gateway drug, and then it leads you to heroin. I mean, they say like you start with your, like, you know, knight f3, and you end up playing the king's gambit. The king's gambit is your gateway end. I don't know who says that, but anyway, right. Start thinking here. So I'm gonna now. Should I have allowed this possibility actually? Here, d5 is obviously what my opponent wants. You know, this move, maybe I shouldn't have even moved my knight there, but it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Here, d5 takes, nothing there. I'm thinking about some queen move, d5, and then I take it. Maybe this is quite clever, but okay, let's put the queen on e2, because he really wants to play d5, and the idea now is I'm trying to make that move possible. And if I get d4 in and take here, I'm doing grand. It was, I don't know if e1 was a better square for my queen or not. It was actually Joseph Gallagher, one of the most famous King's Gambit players from England, who basically said the King's Gambit is actually a positional opening, because if you ever win your pawn back on f4, you're better positionally because you have 2 pawns in the center of the board. That's the way he looked at it. And now if he goes bishop e7, I will push on. So he's got a little bit of a dilemma about what to play here, because of course he wants the castle, so he's playing this, and now I can go forwards, but that would allow the exchange of queens, so we're just going to go d4, of course. The ideal setup would be to take on f4 and then somehow get my rook out of its current predicament here. Okay, well I'm going forwards, definitely. The reason I didn't play this before is his queen had some effect here, but now one of the reasons I put my queen here was just to try to with sound effects. Okay, so if he takes, knight takes, the queen comes off, queen takes, he has bishop here, but then I have knight here, which looks good. The other option if pawn takes is to go pawn takes, but queen takes here, knight takes, knight d7, queen takes, bishop here. Okay, pawn takes, knight here, e6, queen takes, bishop here. Just need this knight d7 is annoying me. Knight takes here, knight here, queen takes f4. Okay, this must be the way to play. This must be the way to play, and take here, because now I'm threatening f7, and I'm also got this move queen takes f4, which I originally had missed. If he castles, I might even be grabbing some bishop there. Then he takes here, but I think his king's weaker than mine. He's got this sort of problem with his development at the moment, so this must be the most logical way for me to continue. It's a pity my bishop's still on c1, because rook e1 would be a tremendous move if I was able to get it in, but it's going to take me time. But all my pieces just flooding in the position here. Okay, he has castle, which kind of seemed natural, and now bishop takes, maybe the most normal move, but can we calculate a win? Knight takes here, rook takes, queen takes here. I don't know, for some reason I don't like that. Takes here, takes here. No, I'm gonna let's just play it very sensibly. Another piece comes out. I'm defending my knight, so I'm now threatening to win the bishop. Had I taken that one, immediately he'd take my knight. So this is very normal, and he's a lot of pieces undeveloped. His king's a little bit weak, and he's down on time. If I mess this up, I am moron number one. Yeah, I know, don't say anything. But the big threat here is just to take the bishop. So he's come here to attack that. And here he's going to try to swap off queens, right? Now again, it just feels like there should be some winning move here, but he's finding kind of crafty defenses. Don't really believe what he's doing, but knight here. It's good defensive move, though, actually. It's a good defensive move. Rook here. Okay, let's bring this rook over. Let's bring it over. And now I'm just going to move back, actually. Because I want to play h3, but I don't want to swap queens. So this is the idea. I want to chase that queen away. But I want to keep my queen on the board so I can now hopefully get some kind of attack in. But where is my attack? Must be an attack here. Let's start by going an aggressive. My bishop's looking great, and yeah, okay, he's 17 moves. That is what the King's Gambit is about. Well, I see Otis is saying Queen G3, but I wanted to play Queen G3 next, you see, and my bishop here looks like a really strong move, because I'm now threatening, I think, knight takes h7 or bishop takes h7 as well. I mean, he can't win this pawn here because I have bishop h7 and I win the queen. I don't think he can. There's no way he can defend this. If he takes my knight, I take here, and now he has to move his only defender of his king away. And if he moves this away, then, well, I can now play Queen G3, but I've also got these ideas. It must be winning. We'll have a little look on the computer again at that one. So we're actually on an okay score now. Wow, okay, have a guess at my opponent's accuracy there. Have a guess at my opponent's accuracy. Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess what my opponent's accuracy was? Anyone? Have you guess? Who's going to guess? Who's going to be nearest to getting my opponent's accuracy? Well, it wasn't one of his best games. 12%. I'm not sure how accurate these things are, but 12%. So it did think he was doing okay at some stage, but this is actually all theory. So I like the way it says I'm losing here when this is actually, is this theory? I can go knight g4. Oh, right. Knight g4, okay. So did I get tricked here? Maybe I have to go knight f3 first. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. But later on, I think he just had a very difficult position, right? Because after queen e2 was maybe the star move. He doesn't really have an easy move to play, because as long as I stop his one idea of playing d5, and this is something you've got to bear in mind when you're trying to improve. It's very important when you're trying to improve, not just to, you know, when you're playing these really exciting aggressive openings, if you can stop your opponent's ideas, that's just as important as attacking. And this queen e2 is the move that stops his ideas and probably wins the game. This is probably the winning move, queen e2, because now this one just falls for check, and obviously he's in serious trouble. And I'd like to play e5 here, but the problem with this move, he goes d5, a common idea. I take here, he takes here. If we go back to the game, if I play queen e2 first, what does he play? If he goes bishop e7 trying to castle, I now play this move. He can't play d5 now, because when I take here, you can see that his bishop is now being attacked. So where else does he put his bishop? If he goes bishop here, I go d4. That only helps me. And I'm just coming through with this move anyway. So in actual fact, I think he's in a lot of trouble. The way the game went, it was quite simple. Maybe, yeah, e5 must be correct. Queen takes was okay. It says d takes as best. So I was deciding between this. I was also thinking if I play d takes and play e6 next, maybe this is interesting, trying to open up there. But I think queen takes is okay. And now this is a simple move, and this is also good. Right, this looks okay. And now in the final position, we can have a look. Bishop e5. Okay, those of you who said Queen g3, you're actually correct as well. But +7, I should be able to win from a +7. You know, even if I do some bad things. Okay, so I don't even know what score I'm on now. What am I on now? Anyone know? Anyone keeping count of the score? I must be on 4 out of how many games we lost? Probably going to get someone quite strong in the next game, right? So we have to wait. 4 out of 6. Okay, 4 out of 6 is okay, and we're around the halfway. We're around the halfway mark in the tournament now. 4 out of 6 I think is a good score, right? Can be reasonably happy with that. I'd love to get a top 10 finish, but in order to get the top 10 finish now, how many points do you reckon we need to get? 8.5, 9? So I'll probably need to win every single game. Is that possible? Can I win my next 5 games? Well, we're going to try. That's one thing for sure. You've got to be competitive when you play as well. Let's have a look. Now, Jabava is leading the field at the moment. Exotic Princess. I did ask him why he's got the name Exotic Princess, and he wasn't. He said it was named after someone, so who knows who it was named after. And if we go down, Chess Queen doing well there as well. MVL 5 out of 6. NordyBeck's a great player. We are on the 4 out of 6 group, so let's just keep going down a little bit further. Oh, Ali Razor is playing. Ali Razor Firuza. He's only half a point more than me. He's from 4.5. He'd be a bit upset with that. He's okay, right now. Oh, I don't like the name of my opponent. A YoungUzbek. Okay, we're going to go back now to playing a nice and calm English. You know, let's just take a deep breath. We had our sacrifice. Really? Okay. And we are okay. He's playing this system against me. The cheek of the man. Right, what am I going to do? Am I going to try to mess this position up or just play normally? Let's play normally, see what he does. Is he going to play? Okay, he's going for the stone wall. And I'm going to play the suggested way, which is putting the knight on f4. So let's do that. This is quite positional. And positional is sometimes okay. And I could even take here just to avoid. Is he going to take that one? Am I worried about him taking that one? I kind of am. I don't know why. Okay, I'm just going to go here. Let's not allow him to win a pawn. He really wants to take that one, right? So it's a bit annoying at that one, you know. Kind of want to sacrifice it, but only if it's sound. I don't think I can. Okay, we have to go here. Let's just change tack somewhat. Now, of course, I probably should have done this without playing b3. Positionally speaking, you could say I'm doing absolutely fine here because I had this square, but his bishop's a little bit annoying. Okay, we're going to have to play sensible moves now. He's very quick, this guy. I've got to bear that in mind. Now, if his knight comes in, I'm just going to eliminate it. I'm just going to take it off. For better or worse. I could also maybe go there, actually, the more I think about it. Queen on e3 is not a bad square for the queen. Also interesting. Where's he? Okay, I YoungUzbek from. Right, I didn't even consider this one. Okay. Wow, that's a bit of a okay, do we not have tactics? Okay, we have to go here. Right. How is this going to look? Strange position. It's got a nice center. He's got this one as well, hasn't he? this is weird. His knight is very good, so maybe I have to come back, but certainly... Okay, we'll have to come back to defend things. I want this square for my pieces, right? I want this square. But I've got to watch out for this one, and knight takes e2. So he's come back to defend against this. He's threatening d4. It's a good move by him again. So, oh, my knight. Don't like this move. This is going the wrong way, but okay. I'm going to shut up and just play quicker now. Enough messing about. Enough messing about. I think I want to keep the queens on because his king is weaker than my king. Just thinking out loud here. E5 is the move I'm most concerned about. Guess we just line him up and see if he's overextended or doing okay. I didn't want to put my knight here because it's just not going anywhere. I hate playing knight moves when the knight is not going anywhere. It's a sort of personal hate of mine. You know, putting your knight on a square and then just, oh god, what's it doing? But why did he go there? That seems a rather artificial move, you know? He attacks my queen, okay, not a problem. My queen's maybe even safer here. It avoids getting attacked. Now, I'm moving very slowly, aren't I? He's gone for this move anyway. Okay, I'm going to kick that one away. Did I want to kick that one away? Weird position, right? His pawns are making progress. Well, I don't think I should have played this move. I think his knight was okay where it was. Hi. I mean, the more I'm looking at this, the more I don't like it. This one is a real pain in the ass. I've got queen takes if he does that. Might keep me on board. But his pawns are looking more of it. Okay, this is my like hope. My hands are getting sweaty, guys. Is that normal? Is it normal to get sweaty blitz hands? Sweaty blitz hands. A nice bit of sweaty blitz. Okay, shut up, man. Stop going on about your sweaty blitz hands, you moron. Well, this is anyone's game. Don't ask me. Do not ask me what's happening. Queen's on or off? On. Off. That's not on, is it? He's trying to trick me, the cheapo. What the fuck is this? Oh! Oh! Come on! Oh! Oof! I think I'm probably all right here, right? I mean, it looks scary, but it's probably just a load of crap, right? Because next move, I'm just going to take this one off. I'm going to give the rook back. I'm just going to take here. I mean, let's have none of that rubbish, you know. If he goes here, then I go king takes. Just have a rook. I don't get greedy, and I'm going to be 3 pawns up, right? Should be winning, right? well, 3 pawns is no shit about it. And if he does anything else, then what I was going to do is just going to go get rid of that one, right? Get rid of that one. So this is the idea. Yeah, just to remind everyone, you know, at the moment I've done 5 courses for chessable. I haven't got the links here, but you guys, if you know how to use Google, don't you? Most people do. You can Google them. They're all on half price. All of my chessable courses on half price until tomorrow. So if you want to learn yourself one of the openings, maybe that I'm not playing here because they're getting a bit dodge, then go and get yourself a course. Let's catch up on the chat. I don't know what's happening there. Was that okay? I was probably worse. I must be worse at some point. I don't think that was a very good game, in actual fact. But I don't care if I win. You know, I really don't. I really don't care. So we can put it on. Let's whack it on the computer. You can place your guesses, but I don't think it's going to be a very good game from either of us. Okay. Well, actually, my accuracy is lower than my opponent's, so he was definitely doing well there, and it was a real up and down game. Maybe the worst game so far in some respects, but it was a bit of a fight. And you can see around this point here, I'm completely losing. So what could he have played here, I wonder? Well, it's not. He played e4. He could have put his knight into this square. I don't think it can't be as bad as the computer says. I mean, worst case, I take that one. This isn't that bad, is it? What am I missing? Why is this completely losing to me? I don't get it. I mean, the problem is my knights are really bad. That could be it. That could be it. But later on, I think my position's okay, right? You know, as soon as this e3 move, I was kind of hoping he'd play this because of queen takes e3. But yeah, maybe I was. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I believe in luck. Okay, we're in with the next game. So let's get back to where we were, and we're playing against this guy. Okay, I'm gonna play really aggressive. I think play Sicilian. Oh, he's doing this. The Grand Prix. Okay, we've got to close Sicilian. There's only so much aggression you can do in this, and I'm gonna play h5 because I can. Why the hell not, eh? And now this is actually like a reversed English, so maybe me playing this way was not entirely necessary. Okay. Now I don't think I want to swap, do I? Do I? It's a peculiar structure, this. He's quick, yeah? Quicker than me. Okay, I'm going to try this one just because it's a little bit different. Do I dare play this one? This is maybe completely stupid, but he's bloody quick, right? Quicker than, okay, I'm gonna have to castle. Right, I need to speed up. I mean, he's playing so quick, but he's not spending a lot of time. I mean, this position, I don't know what's happening here. It is like a reversed English. I want to play d5, but there's so many breaks I'm trying to think of, and I'm just trying to think, when do I play it? If I can play here, okay, so he's not allowing that. And he's going for, okay, can I play, so many things to think of here. It's confusing. This is probably safest. Just play normal moves. These pawns are quite useful with my bishop on the other side of them. They're not so bad because he's got, in the long run, a big weakness on d3. So I want to play knight c6 next, probably. Now I can think about giving up my rook, but I don't need to do that at the moment. Thank you for subscribing. And he wants to push now with this move, so I will play my knight into this square. He can't take that pawn because of e2, and I'm just keeping an eye on his d4 break here. And have a little space advantage, but I'm going to tuck this guy away to get out of any checks. A useful move, and maybe I'll start even nibbling those guys. If he takes my pawn, I come in to d4, and he wants to therefore get rid of that bishop, which makes a lot of sense. Now, okay, I'm going to sack. Let's sack. Let's do it. I'll get the e5 square for my knight, so we're going to now turn up the pace a little bit in the position. Risky move to play because I might have been doing okay anyway. I can even got knight here, but this one's more solid. Should I sack the pawn? Probably not. Probably not. Let's be honest. Didn't need to happen, did it? Oh, I just can't help myself, you know. Okay, now knight takes or queen takes. Maybe this one with bishop e5. I'm not sure if I have enough play here for the pawn or not. I mean, my idea is my knight is very good. I have a little bit of pressure, and if I can just, I can even try to play it quite slowly, just double up on the f file, which I'm going to try and do. Now, there's not any tactical chances here. He wants to exchange off everything, which is annoying. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed that. That's frustrating. I don't see any other options except to do this. But, okay. Now bishop check. If it goes here, it doesn't help, does it? Yeah, okay. I not getting the compensation here. Not getting compensation. Yeah, I should have done something about that knight. I think I had to probably take it off there. It's such a weird position with so many things going on. It's hard to get the right way through, but his piece is now as good as mine and he's a pawn up, so it's still a game. Obviously still a game, but he's going to, right, let's try something. I want to get this in. This is like my, but I don't know if I can play it at the right moment. He wants to get the queens off. Yeah, if he gets the queens off, I'm really in trouble. So I have to keep them on. And this is never working because of bishop f4 anyway. Hope I'm not getting mated here, right? Can I? Oh, hello, 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 hello. It's Christmas time and the presents are coming. Santa's here and he's giving me those early presents. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yes. Okay, what did he say? Knight f6 then? Yeah. You were crushing me. I'll just tell him he's crushing me. But anyway, it's a win. It's a win. Okay, thank you very much. Donations are welcome, always. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it was quite an interesting game. Yeah. Okay, he's been very gentlemanlike, which often people don't do after blundering. So you've got to give the guy a bit of credit for being such a gentleman. He's actually saying he played, a good game until the blunder, which is nice. You don't get that enough, and the accuracy was fairly even between us. and it was interesting. It was an interesting game. So let's just see. I want to sort of definitely have a look at that one, and some of the key moments. So I think it was starting to heat up around here, right? And it felt kind of equalish, but if anyone's better, I thought I must be better because of this threat here. My rook here wasn't the best square, was it? I should have lined it up in preparation for that. Now I went for this sacrifice, which obviously the computer doesn't like. I should just keep playing positional here. But sometimes you see an idea and you're like, come on. Knight d4 was a move. Okay, but this kind of looked interesting to me because we get this structure here where actually the computer now thinks I'm better. So it wasn't so stupid. It wasn't so stupid. And after queen here, I play rook. Oh, this one. Okay, so this was the important move where I just lose a silly tempo. It looks normal to line my bishop up there, but it gave him this chance to swap off pieces. Had I played rook f7 straight away, then I'm going to get all this pressure on the f file. And one of the problems he's going to have if he does the same thing is that now I have my rook in this square, I can get my rook into f2. And getting a rook into f2 is, well, it says it's inaccuracy, but it's still winning. Maybe there's something better, but that's good enough, right? So that's where I went wrong with bishop e5. And now he did play well. And he certainly was, well, I was very pessimistic here because it clearly is not great, but you just have to defend the best you can. And in this position, he's commentating that knight f6 is the way to go. Obviously, this was just a horrendous blunder, and he's correct. He should play this first. And after knight takes, he can now play here. He can now take there, and he gets a winning ending. So it's just one move there, one move that changed the whole. Well, that's chess, isn't it? Chess is a really unforgiving game, you know. It's a really tough game. You make one bad move, and it ruins everything. So unlucky to him. I don't know. What am I on now? What am I on? 6 out of something? I've got quite a right score. 6 out of 8. Is that right? I don't know. 6 out of 8. Let's just reload stuff and see if we can have a look at the scores. I think I'm on 6 out of 8. So the tournament scores now. There's 3 rounds to go. You never know. If I get another 3 wins, we might get into the top 10. I'm only a point and a half off the top guy, and I'm a point. You know, I'm only half a point behind world champion finalist Sergey the Carjacking Man. And then we have Mamajirov here. Ali Reza is up there. Blooming heck. It's worse. Yeah, chess is really intense, isn't it? I mean, like golf is the only other sport which I think is comparable to chess for the tension in my eyes. But I don't play golf, so I don't really know. But you make one bad move in chess and it's all over. Okay, so we've actually got more points than Peter Svidler at the moment. But I'm sure he's played much tougher players than me. And we've got 3 rounds left, so we just need to get some good games going. There might be another break now. As there often is after some of the rounds, just to check for any cheaters again. And there's a lot of good players in my score group, so it's going to be tough, but we're not here to keep it easy. Rightio, let's just wait for the next one to come along. Penguin anywhere? I don't know where Penguin is. Penguin seems to have gone down the list quite a lot, to be fair. I don't know where he is. You can have a look yourselves. If you go to, I'll give you the link. I think this is the link. That's probably the link to the tournament. You can go and have a look yourself while we're waiting for the next round. If there's a particular player you want to see how they're getting on and stuff. So right, so yeah, it was 6 out of 8, 3 games to go. Obviously, if we win the next 3, that would be like my best online tournament ever, and it'll probably be a top 10 finish. So that's what we got to go for. Hopefully I'll get 2 whites. What are we going to play? What openings are we going to play? I haven't actually played 1d4 yet. I haven't actually played 1d4. Williams Gambit, f4, d5, e4. Come on, Aldo. I'm doing so well in the tournament. You want me to wheel out that kind of crap? Oh, I can't do that, Aldo. Hello, Chess Patzer UK. Hope you're doing right, Jax. And any plans to fly somewhere where there's over the board chess? Not really, mate, to be honest. I'm just going to wait until the world gets back to normal. I mean, if that ever happens, the world's never normal, is it? But, you know, I mean, I really miss playing over the board. It's a lot of fun playing online, but I really miss the social side to playing at a tournament. You know, when you're away for 5 days and you play some chess and you go for a beer in the evening. That's one of the most fun things about it. So the waiting game is painful, but I'm probably going to wait. I don't really want to risk it as much as I can. I'll just wait it out. I think it's quite dodgy playing chess. So I'm going to try to get healthier, get some work done, those kind of boring things. But it doesn't well. I just end up drinking lots of alcohol often in these COVID times. At the moment, I'm being good though. Yeah, it's not fun being good. It's much more fun being naughty. It is. It just gets you in more trouble. Okay. Anyway, so like I say, there's a little break now. Any more games going on? No games. So the next game should start any second. I don't know what I'm going to play. I might play D4. What do you guys want? I'm not going to necessarily go for what you want. We're not going for the Williams Gambit, Aldo. I do know it's named after a Williams, but that doesn't always make it good, right? Knight F3, London, Catalan. I haven't played the London system for ages. Aggressive D4, Jabava, London. No one's saying the English. We've had a couple of Englishes. They've gone all right. Reti. Oh, I'm not playing the Reti. That's one opening. I refuse to play Beam Me Up. Black Line, E4. Oh, I need to spin a coin or something, don't I? Yeah. I don't know, there's so many options. Well, I've played E4, I've played C4, I've played F4. I think I should play D4. Let's go D4. Let's play, yeah, okay, we'll go for the killer D4. Well, I'll play D4 and I'll decide on move 2. So we'll go 1 D4. We're not going to play H4, we're not playing the sodium. We're on a good score. We want to give ourselves chances. I do like 1B3 as well, the Nimzo Larsen. But we'll go D4. We're just trying to crush it with D4, shall we? Because a couple more wins, we could be in a great position. Great position. The London system is tempting. Big Harvey. It is quite tempting. It is tempting. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I see a lot of people are loving the birds today, but we did try that against Adiban. We got an okay position, but nothing special. Come on, tournament. There can't be that many people cheating, can there? So, who is this guy? Who is this guy in the lead? Let's just see. This guy is leading at the moment. Nguyen Nuc Trong Song from Vietnam. Oh dear. Okay, we're in. And we got another black. That's annoying. I was hoping for 2 whites. Why am I getting so many blacks? Okay, we're either going to go Dutch or Sicilian. Okay, we have to go Dutch. Dutch is going well today. Dutch is a great opening. And it's going to do some great stuff. The mainline classical Dutch in my chessable course. Am I going to prove that it's a good opening? This is all mainline. And now, what's he going to play? Hopefully I can remember my theory. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this. The calm way and the aggressive way. E3 and taking on E4. Which one's he going to go for? The real test is taken on E4. My memory's so bad now, but this is the more positional way of playing. It's a little bit annoying. I'll give white that, this system that he's going for. But I think it should be even. It should be in even position. Normally I think the best way is to sort of put the bishop on B7 in these lines now. So that is what I will go for. Let's say very cautiously. Maybe even A6. But one way you can play this is just by taking on C4 at the right moment. So he's playing against that. I'll put the bishop on b7 just to give myself some options of opening it up. And now I'm just going to probe with the a pawn, and I think this is still in my chessable Dutch course. The queen often even comes and sits on d6 here, and I mean, it's not your normal fun Dutch, but it's okay. Well, this always gives me this knight move here, but then his knight comes in, so now I'm going to put my bishop on this square and put my knight on this square. I don't want to put my knight there straight away because I want to be able to meet his knight e5 with bishop takes e5, but I want to get my knight to this square, and we're going to do that now. There's no point thinking too much about this move. And at the right moment, hopefully I can open up the center of the board. Now c5 is calling. But do I play one more sensible move first, like queen somewhere, or do we play c5? Got to play the most aggressive move. This is all right. I think if anyone's got the better position, it should be me now, because I got this lovely square, right? And things can easily open up in an active way. My bishop now can open up at the right time. I can get my bits into the middle of the board. Okay, well, you do that, I'll do that. What's next? I'm going to see what his idea is. Always useful to tuck the king into the corner in these positions, because you can see without an f-pawn it can come open to attack. And this is probably a good centralizing move to play next. At the right moment I need to break though. So how am I going to break? I'm not sure my breaking move is currently. Okay, so he's broken first. I will definitely take that one. And now I feel like some pawn move has to be right. But do I first play this? I don't like what he's done there for him. Do we go rook here first? Is there a rush? No, we go rook d8 first. I like what's happened there. I think he's played a bad positional decision. This pawn is weak. I can now open it up. His king will become weak. So he's gone here. I'm going to get rid of the bishops. My knight is good as well. Now, okay, so he's playing here. Why can't I take that one? Well, let's find out, yeah? Okay, he's going to try and get some activity. But now, am I scared? I don't think I should be scared. Let's call his... Oh, I'm going to maybe regret this, but let's see. You've got to be brave. And you're playing chess. Otherwise, why are you playing? Why are you playing if you're not brave? This is a great piece, but I've got 2 pawns. He wants this square. Queen here, here, and then I'm in trouble. Knight here, here. Yes, okay. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm taking that one. I think I should be doing well here. Just need to calculate this carefully, mate. Watch out for the check. He's got a bit of counterplay down here, hasn't he? Is this gonna be all right? He wants this square now. He's playing quick as well. Knight here. What was that? What the fuck was that? Why did I do that? I thought I was covering e4. Oh man. What? That was a complete oversight. Oh, Simon. Why did I do that? What was that? That was horrible. Why? For some reason, I thought my knight was covering. I had a total overlook there. And now I could just resign. Oh, Jesus. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Oh, no. Well, I mean, that was just absolutely horrendously fucking stupid. You know, no words to say that. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking there. Completely mad. Anyway, he kept it a little bit tricky in a position where I should have just been winning, but I just did not calculate it well enough, and that seems to be a problem that often occurs in my games, just calculating badly at critical moments, and that did seem like the case there. Any stalemates? I don't think so. My last punt, king takes stalemate, and that is not right. So okay, well, I was completely winning. Disappointing there. That was a really good opportunity and just didn't calculate right at the end. Knight d3. As soon as I played it, I'm like, hang on a minute, I've just overlooked the basic thing I knew he was trying to do. So I think I was looking at the position when I had checked him first, and even though his accuracy is really high, he was completely losing there, but he kept it tricky. Okay, well, well done to him, bastard. And that should have been all right for me. But okay, we're fighting the last 2 rounds. We can still get a decent score, but not an amazing score, which is annoying. So around here, this is where it's okay. Well, it says he's doing okay here. That's amazing that he's actually got a draw, because this position, I just assumed it was winning. But what do I play here? Maybe I need to keep my back rank a bit more under control. Some move like queen d8. This was a little bit too aggressive, because I weaken my back rank. Now I'm thinking maybe I just play queen d8, right? Of course I do. And this is easily winning, because I just bring my knight back into the game and it's game over. It's so easy when you look at it afterwards. Sometimes there's 2 more rounds to go, so it's still some chance to get a decent score, but this is just easily winning. You can't take my knight because I come in here and it's checkmate. So the problem was that my back rank, and actually it wasn't as good a position for me as I thought, and for some reason after h6 e5 I think I was looking at the position where I played this here. This is what I wanted to play, and I just forgot to play the move first because I wanted to cover this check and then play the knight here. In actual fact, now it's giving me a bit of an advantage as long as I stop the check, but it's an incredibly tough position, but I shouldn't lose this one. I've got so many possibilities. So yeah, so I was thinking, I think I just forgot to play queen e1 check. Has anyone ever done that? You get your move order mixed up. I think that's what I did there. I just got my move order mixed up, but it was yeah. I mean, the opening. This is an opening a lot of people have said is one of the worrying openings of black, but I got a great position, and here you can see I'm better. This is all good. This is, I mean, this is like really good. But could I played a better move than knight here? Even knight d3. Somehow my opponent got some tactics going. I don't know how. After this he got so many tactics going. So all right, well, taking this is probably I did just play this correctly, and it was just this one move leaving my back rank too weak. I needed to play queen d8, defending that one. Next move, my knight can come back. If he plays bishop f1, now my queen can come into this square, because if the queens come off, it's easily winning. So that was just my one missed chance, but I've been a little bit lucky in some of the other games, so it's all fair in love and war, right? Okay, we're on to the next one. So let's see if we can still finish. Right, I'm angry now. We're going to get some gambits in. We're going e4. We're going gambits. Who am I playing? I think I actually played, I don't know. Okay, I'm going wing gambit. Come on, 2 more games. We can still get a good score. This one, I've forgotten what I prepared in these positions. Have I even? Okay, d5 takes. Okay, I have looked at this kind of stuff before, I think. Now d4 or knight. Okay, we're going knight. God, my memory's so bad now. I have considered going 1b3 many a time. Now I'm sure this is something I've looked at before, but let's try. Okay, see the thing, at least with this kind of chess, you get a very murky and complex position, which is kind of what I want. We want to have a bit of fun in the last 2 rounds with some crazy gambit moves. I mean, if you think about it, he's moved his queen quite a lot. Yeah, I'm a pawn down, but I'm gonna play d4. This is now looking more familiar to some preparation that I've done in the distant past. I think I've actually had this position in my preparation before. Can you believe it? Where I'm now 2 pawns down, but I'm castled, he's not castled. And that's the main problem. So it's a very intriguing gambit line, this. With, I guess, rook e1 is my next move. I can't allow him to get castled though. Okay, we'll play rook e1. This is one of the key components of my position. And now we've got to make sure he can't castle easily. Now knight takes here, not good. Bishop d3 looks right. Maybe this is... I'm hoping to cause some problems with my bishop coming to a3 in some situations. So he's gone back here. So you can see sort of some of the ideas I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my bishop to a3 before he can get castled. Maybe knight takes, bishop a3. Maybe if he takes to the knight, I have knight e5. So interesting gambit position, right? Okay, so knight e5 certainly looks the most spicy. If I go here, he castles, right? Here, castles. Rook takes here, queen takes, no moves. This must be correct. Gaining a tempo against his queen. This is some spicy gambit, definitely. And now I'm thinking he still hasn't castled, so I got the tempo for the attack. So this check here, I think must be right. Here takes, I've still got the pin. I've got bishop here again, but we don't want to let him castle. We have to play check. We've got to, when you have the initiative, you need to keep the pressure up, right? As soon as you lose that initiative when you're in these gambit positions, your opponent will have one move and he'll castle. Okay, he can't castle now. That's good. So now bishop a3 to me looks natural because this is the diagonal I'm trying to work on. I don't think pawns are so important here. I know I'm 2 pawns down, but this is not so important. So now do I take... Okay, every tempo is important. So... But... I'm also thinking my knight coming to b5 is another attacking operation that could be very useful in this position. Right. Interesting. It's just a very interesting position, right? He hasn't castled. Do I have enough compensation? I feel I should have enough compensation, but his last move was a good one, don't get me wrong. Okay, we need to get our pieces out, so let's develop. He's a rook down at the moment, but if he can get his king to g7, he's okay. But at the moment, okay, so of course he's playing the best move in the position. Now, I can come and take this one, but I allow him to castle. I don't want him to castle. Don't know if I have a choice. If he castles, compensation could be lacking. So this was a little bit slow, right? A little bit slow. Knight f4, is that going to cause any problems? Then rook e5. I think I have to grab at least one pawn back here. He doesn't want it, okay. Time to switch plans. I mean, I haven't managed to checkmate him, so I'm grabbing a couple of pawns. At least that way, the endings might be alright for me even. Maybe I had something better. Did I miss something? Quite possible. Quite possible. Quite possibly missed something much stronger. It felt like I had a great initiative in the position, but okay, this is still alright. Oh, he takes that one. Right here. Shit, time. Tricky position for him. It's a good move. Something better than that? I don't know. This king is weak, right? Don't think I'm going to win this one somehow. Should be a draw, of course, yeah. Draw is pretty useless, so I might as well keep trying. I'm pawn up, after all. My hand bloody hurts, like, all these. It's the only way I can think of trying to win this position. Shit, why so slow? Oh, that was terrible. Why there? Okay. Oh. Is that winning? Time. Oh, I looked at my time and I realised I had 0.0 something seconds left and I just freaked out again. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. I just looked at my time and it was like, oh, no, right at the end there. Why did I do that? Oh, so easy. Okay, I mean, this was so silly. I mean, is this winning? It must be winning. Just come round here, yeah? I don't think this is a draw. This is just winning, right? This is a bad move. But I looked at my clock and I just freaked out. Oh, we got another game. Okay, last game. When we get to 7.5, we can finish well. Maybe I was the last game to finish there of the round. And let's... Okay, what are we going to do? Okay, black line for everyone. Lots of you love the black line. Let's give the black line a roll, shall we? Let's see if we can take down some Russian Grandmaster with the black line. Well, he's playing the D5 line. I actually have to admit, I should probably look at this more in some of the publications that do. Okay, now let me have a think here. Well, I'll push that one. I want my knight. I want my knight to have this square. It's a bit like a King's Indian defense. This. He wants to play. Okay, let's put it there anyway. If we have to come back, we have to come back. Be a bit sad. Okay, he's gone that way. That makes it a bit more fun. Here takes bishop takes g4. Knight check, king b1. I'm sure a lot of my opponents don't look at the kind of crap that I look at. I'm sure they just play moves and they're like, oh, I didn't see that. Maybe I'm... Okay, I don't think that's working. We're going to have to change plans. I mean, I can... Okay, now we play this one. Definitely get that moving now. Why didn't he go G4? He could have played G4 and pushed me back. This is really a nice move to have in. And what next? Oh, I'm gonna give him that file. I'm gonna give him that one. I will give him the H file. I'm probably gonna get checkmated on the H file now. He's gone all positional on me. That's not fair. So my one target now is B2. Don't go all positional on me. He's gone all positional on me. That's not very nice. Russian Grandmaster, I grind you. I grind you. And he is actually grinding me now because he's got this square. So kind of misplayed that one. Okay. We're trying to take with a pawn. We want to keep the queens on the board. Bit of a weird, it was a bit of a weird line, but okay, at least we get the queens on the board now. Keep the queens on the board. And I can still dream of checkmating him on this square. I can dream, but he can always just... The problem is he's got good knight versus bad bishop. Well, that's one problem. Greedy. Okay. Have another one. Have another one. Have another one. And I want to get my bishop now poking towards there. Okay. My dream was B2, and I'm gonna... Oh, don't stop all my ideas with your fantastic positional chess. That's annoying, isn't it? This is where I want a pawn to push him back, but I've actually just sacrificed that pawn. Whoops. Right, now what to do here? Okay. That was a good move because it just blocks my B file. And my one idea was obviously to get my rook on the B file and to do stuff over there. But it's still messy, I feel. This bishop is always, it's always a little pain for him, right? Whatever he does, this bishop is always a bit of a pain. Because it, you know, okay, he can push his A pawn, but I need to think, okay, rook F2 is now very playable. Very playable. I feel a bit like Beth here, taking on the Russian in the last round. I don't feel much like Beth. She's okay. So he got his rook out of the attack, and now he can push. The knight is holding everything up. I need to get this rook somewhere in. This way? Maybe that's the way I should be going. Okay, so he's defending that one as well. Is this so stupid going this way? This might be a really bad idea, but I want to force B3 because it weakens this diagonal more. Okay, so we've done that. Now we'll come back. I'm basically saying that your dart squares are weaker. Of course we don't swap queens. We don't swap queens. A lot of rooks could come off here. A lot of rooks. Okay, now that rook's not doing anything. We'll move that one back. I want to get the bishop and... Okay, let's try this. I want to get the bishop and queen the other way around, I'm thinking. Because this is where my queen is trying to get into. Good move, good move. Not allowing that maneuver for now. Oh shit, if I go there, this queen takes rook, which is winning. Do you see that tactic? That's a nasty tactic of my opponent. Nasty tactic. If I went rook a7, there was queen there, which is just an insanely stupid tactic, but actually quite annoying. Still haven't got into the position. times gain as well. Oh, nice move, sir. Okay, that stops a lot of my fun. And without a queen, I don't have many ways in, do I? Don't have many ways in. Thank you for the raid, Fiona, even though I'm going to be finishing the stream any second now. Thanks anyway, much appreciated. Some desperate last moves here, I feel. Oh, that's a tough one to stop that. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I thinking? What is that move? Okay. And he stopped everything. Okay, queen takes, I'll resign. Alright. Well, it was interesting. Some interesting games there. Unfortunately, didn't quite go my way at the end there. And I had many missed opportunities. I thought like I'm playing alright, but I'm just not taking the opportunities. But there was a lot of ranges of openings. Thank you all for coming along and watching. So it's very, very kind of you to join in. I don't stream that as much as I like to nowadays, so I'm going to try to stream a little bit more. I've been working on quite a cool YouTube video that I should be bringing out quite soon. So if you keep your eyes open to my YouTube channel, I've got something really quite funky gonna be coming along soon. So that should happen any second now. And yeah, thank you to everyone who's just come and watched this week's Title Tuesday. I always try to do Title Tuesday if I can. If there's one event that I'd like to do, it's Title Tuesday. Title Tuesday is a cool event. So I'm now going to pass you over to Jabava himself. Again, I will see you all soon. Look at my YouTube channel. Keep an eye on it. Got something really weird coming out and something totally unique. So keep an eye on YouTube. Go and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already. My chessboard courses are on half price at the moment, so that's another bargain you can get yourself. But thank you everyone. Cheers, and I will see you very shortly. I'm going to go now and get myself one drink, I think. So yay. Cheers.